I have never seen such a luxurious shelter. Built it in a 1-meter high pit. Not only is mud brick made in the most primitive way, they also thoughtfully made beautiful seams. The space inside the house can accommodate 3 bedrooms. The overall structure is triangular, safe and stable. I guarantee you won't want to leave once you settle in this jungle. 2 months, build a unique shelter. Looking at the holes on the ground with traces of artificial dig, I guess the last person gave up halfway through but it can still be used after cleaning. Because the shelter to be built this time requires a large area, the original pit size is far from enough. So we need first use the shovel to expand the area. Fortunately, this soil has been severely weathered. Generally speaking, it will be much faster. After a while, a half-meter high pit was dug out. Looking at the soil in the pit, just know how much work is just now. Shovel away the debris left over from the excavation. After cleaning, the original half-meter high pit, 10 centimeters more depth, give the cabin more room for operation. As a thoughtful little beauty, draw the area that needs to be divided. Begin planning the layout of the pit. Looking at the intensity of the hammer in Xiaomei's hand, it can be seen that the surface soil is very solid. But fortunately, Xiaomei has extraordinary perseverance. With his constant persistence, all planned soil layers. Finally, Xiaomei broke them all up. Clean out the dirt inside. It can be seen that there is already tonight's overnight bed travel, an absolute modification of the surface. Make it smoother. There is no stairs for such a big pit. It is really inconvenient. In order to better enter and exit the pit, Xiaomei first planned out the lines on the ground, then continue to hit the ground with the iron spike. Fortunately, the soil above is looser than that below. It took only 20 minutes to make the stairs. Remove the dirt from the lower surface. This way the stairs will be much smoother. Went up and tried it. Now even if the rich lady comes, it won't be a problem. For the construction of the fireplace, or it is made by digging holes. Just dig out a volume of appropriate size below. Go up again. Continuously dig from top to bottom. No need for a large exhaust. Just need a convenient ventilation hole. Just avoid carbon monoxide poison. Then go around and take the lowest that was previously stored nearby. Shovel all into the pit. I will expand the fireplace material layer. Then fill it with yellow soil. Prepare for the later stage of mud brick furnace. An exquisite sanctuary. Must be different from others. Take out the mold. Put the prepared clay into it. Spread them all over. Tap both sides again. Separate the surrounding clay from the mold. You need to prepare 64 pieces of mud like this. Get enough. Fortunately, the sun in the jungle is very bright. Just put the mud in the sun. 2.5 hours of sun. You can get the corresponding mud bricks. Then apply a layer of clay to the brick. Place it on the raised surface of the fireplace. Xiaomei can operate so skillfully. Thanks to him before he came, a bricklayer who worked for a year with a bleak future. Direct 3 or 2 efforts. The whole fireplace is decorated. As Xiaomei, who has a frugal character, make full use of the remaining clay. Apply them all on the wall to decorate the whole interior of the cabin. After finishing, when the mud bricks are almost fixed, put the soil that has just been filled in the fireplace, all scattered. Then use a shovel to clean out the dirt in the pit. Looking at the monotonous walls around, Xiaomei decided to beautify them, using wooden boards to play the role of continuous painting on the wall. Draw lines on the wall surface. Increase the layering of the wall. Make the shelter look less monotonous, using the paint that was already prepared. Color the draft to make the scene beautiful. Under Xiaomei's series of operations, I finished the surrounding walls in 2 hours. Stand up and look at your masterpiece. Now even if someone comes to take the suite, I won't change. Completed the bottom construction. Now we need to start planning the top construction. Xiaomei first found some more obedient wood as raw material. Use a ruler to measure the size you need to cut. Use the saw to pull back and forth. Saw it off with a piece of wood as a reference. It is much more convenient to mark the hole. After all the marked wood is cut, make a small hole on both sides of the entrance. After cleaning out the sand inside, put the cut wood into the pit. Then fill and compact the bottom hole. Using the same method, we got to wooden stake. Pick a suitable location. Put another small stake as a connection for the wooden frame later. Put a wooden trunk and drive a nail into when they have a solid foundation. Finally, put the wood on top, fixed with nails. Nails like this are rare in the wild. Each pound has 500 grams. Although the love triangle is unreliable, the triangle structure is very stable. The same approach always applies. Drive wooden stakes at the most suitable points around as the framework foundation of the whole top. To the middle part, first put a 2-meter long wooden trunk. Take advantage of this fulcrum. Put a wooden trunk next to it to connect the whole house. Use the 4-corner point method. Fix the entire frame to make it more solid. Xiaomei also put wood on the side and nail it in place. This is to prevent the wooden frame from shifting to the side. At the same time, continue to add wood to complete the whole shelter lock skeleton. The wood that Xiaomei used for this construction, it's a full year's work for Bald Kong. In the unconscious work, the top cocoon is complete. Now Xiaomei found a piece of pure black rainproof cloth. lay them out neatly on the roof. This can serve as a buffer layer to prevent mosquitoes from entering. It can also prevent rainwater from flowing into the house when it rains. Use some wood chips. Let them press both sides to fix them in turn. This installation order. This is to ensure that both sides of the rain cloth are evenly stretched, will not be completely pulled toward the raincoat side. After Xiaomei's ping pong knock a few times, it didn't take long to lay the entire top wood sheet. Then add wooden boards to the eaves for decoration. In this way, you can travel under the whole roof. As for the construction of the front block, Xiaomei plans to use mud bricks as a building. This can not only show the atmosphere and beauty of the cottage, it is also durable and not prone to corrosion. The specific construction method is very simple. Just like a bricklayer, apply clay and then put mud brick. Knock twice more. This is the soul. Xiaomei is also a person who plans ahead. The windows were left open when the wall was built. After applying another layer of bricks on the Jiangmu mine and connect them Since we have to finish building these before the sun sets, Xiaomei couldn't help but speed up the work in her hand. As the last brick was placed in the house, construction of the entire outer wall is complete. Using the ink I brought, paint the walls of the cabin to match the style of the house. Even those inside the wall were not spared. Bring some wood chips from down the mountain. Going to start installing the hole tonight. Cover the reserved bed with the shell. This way you get an exquisite wooden bed. Bring a wild wooden door. Fix it with lotus leaves. There is a small door that can be opened and closed freely. The window on the shore. Put in the smoke outlet. Applying a layer of clay can also be considered as reinforced. Place the wood in the fireplace one by one. Go outside and look at the smoke exhaust effect of the smoke. Let's start today's dinner. Cut the beef simply. Cut all the meat into slices and put them into the pot and sprinkle some after kneading them with your hands. First put butter on the Peruvian iron pan. Finally, add the beef. Crack 2 eggs into the pot for protein. Sprinkle onions after cooking. Finish up and bring it to the table to start today's dinner. After eating and drinking, put a small lamp at the door for tonight. Indicates that someone is here. Go back to the house and rest early. The second day of illness.